Hi guys, it's been a minute since I've made a YouTube video, but I just decided to get back on the grind and I've been playing Marvel Rivals a lot recently. I've like 180 hours in this game or something. I don't know if you can see here, if you'll tell me. Oh, actually no, I have 112 hours. 180 is a lot. Um, if I assumed it was 180, that's kind of crazy. But 112 hours, I've been playing this game a lot. That's the main point I'm trying to make. And a lot of the time I've been playing with groups. So I've been playing 26 hours. I played 26 hours with group, 176 games played across all modes, across all seasons. So I've been playing since pretty much when it launched on PlayStation. So last year, December. And yeah, I've been really enjoying Groot. I got the legendary skin as well because I've been saving up all the units you get for free. Because I'm playing this account completely free. Not going to spend any money on this account. Haven't bought any battle passes or anything like that, even though there's some like pretty dope skins. I don't really care for it. Yeah, so I just splashed my units on Groot. This pretty cool legendary skin. And yeah, been playing him a lot. I feel like I have a good understanding of how his kit works, and I was pretty much broken in the lower ranks. And I feel like from people that I watched, they always say like Groot is like a pretty good character, pretty good tank to use. Um, but yeah, I haven't really pushed myself in competitive too much. Like I always just try to go for gold, to get the skins, to get like the whatever skins they have for the new characters that you get by playing 10 games and competitive and reaching gold 3. So that's all I've been doing. I haven't really pushed myself in rank, so I don't really have a good understanding of how well I am in terms of the competitive scene. And so, like for all the missions and stuff, I just tend to do the quick play to get them done pretty much. So yeah, just wanted to run through Groot while I'm here. So if you look at his ability, he's a 2-star difficulty. He's not that hard, but pretty much your enemies, like, they don't really understand that you should be breaking these walls down and how critical the walls are to Groot's kit. The walls make Groot's kit. Without the walls, Groot is pretty much a terrible character because he doesn't really do that much damage. Like it's nothing. Um, he is very beefy though. He's got 850 health. That's very good. And obviously, with this Ironwood Wall, if this is awakened, I'm pretty sure you can go up to 1,000 health, which is, I don't know if I think it's the most that any character can go. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that, but like, it's a lot, and it's definitely more than enough. I don't really tend to use the awakened ability on the Ironwood Wall. I tend to use this Ironwood Wall as pretty much a divider, breaking the line of sight from for the healers to their tanks. So let's assume that this guy that's damaged, this bot that's damaged, is a tank, and this bot is a healer. So I tend to use this wall because it's beefy and because it's pretty wide. I tend to use this wall as a line of sight, so the healers can't really break this down. They have to maneuver around it to heal their tanks. And then with your entire team behind you, pretty much, since you're a tank, you're at the front, right? So the entire DPS, the entire healers are behind you. They'll just be focusing on this tank, and it's really good if you're especially in like a tight spot, like not in an open area. So like for example, just wait until this bot comes in, right? So if I'm in a situation like this, I immediately box him out. And look, he's trapped here, right? You know? Another way you can do it is like, I'll have this bot come here, and then I proc the wall here. So now he doesn't really have anywhere to go. And if you imagine there was a healer behind him, like, they can't heal that at all. So that's what I really use that beefy Ironwood wall for. I know a lot of people that I've watched, like top players, they tend to use this wall on the side. They use the awakened ability. They take advantage of that for that extra health. There are times that I do that, but I tend to use that wall mainly as an annoyance. You know, like it could be a shield for myself if I'm like ever on low damage. I just put it up to protect myself so that healers can heal me. But most of the time, I use it to block healers off from their teammates so that they block the healing supply and solo tanks or DPSs that are in awkward positions away from their team. Now, while I have this ult popped up, this ult is probably one of the most satisfying ults in the game. It drags everyone to a certain location, and people tend to use this ult just as it is. So they just click in, and they just leave it like that. They just let it do its thing. And although it took out one player who I think was already on low health to begin with, it doesn't really... It like just traps them, but they can still use their abilities. So like it wouldn't really be effective in that situation, right? Because if you trap two healers, they can just heal themselves, or they can like Cloak can put her bubble, you know what I mean? Like, and they can just have healing. Or Luna can pop her ult or something like that, right? So what I recommend is you always have a wall behind, and you target the wall. That's a very critical thing, because the Thorn Lash walls, so these smaller walls, they do damage. So as you can see, if I hit, well, that's actually not a good example. If I hit once, yeah, the vines also hit the enemy. So if you aim your ult at the wall, they get stuck to the wall, and there's extra damage there. I don't think it actually showed properly. I'll try it again. Just give me a second. So yeah, when you combine the ult with the Thorn Lash walls, that really leads to satisfying outcomes. So you go like bang, let's stack the wall, see how the vines were hitting it as well. And then obviously if you do your own hits, your own shots, you also add to extra damage, and you pretty much wipe everything. That is squishies or like any like mid DPS health bars. Not tanks, but I sometimes use it for tanks if I'm like ever in a pickle, or if I'm ever like really stuck. So another thing is you can also drag bots up. So like, see how I prop the wall up there and then I drag the bot on the top. Let's see if I can quickly get it. Let's see. Nah. Too late. Anyways, so yeah, that's also a really cool thing. You can also drag people up to the ceiling if you have your wall placed there. I think you can do it even without the wall, but like obviously, the wall adds to extra damage, so why not put it? Let's see how the awakened ability works if you want to know. So pretty much you pop this ability, and there will be like a radius around you where you can have that extra healing. So the healing pretty much stacks on the damage you put out. And see how there's that blue bar, that extension to your health bar. So I'm now at 1043. So I don't know how high I can go. I think maybe I can go 1100. So I'm pretty sure 1100 then is the cap. Yeah, it looks to be 1100 is the cap. So what, you get an extra 250 health if you max out the ability of the trait, the awakened trait for the Ironwood Wall. So that's pretty good in just a general battle, and I guess that's good if you're like in this open area where like blocking off a tank with this wall, blocking off the healers with that Ironwood Wall as well, isn't really effective because they can just easily walk around it. So yeah, that's always good to use that awakened trait, because especially if you use it on the side and it's not really affecting anyone, people actually don't think about breaking it, and that's a huge advantage for you. People are more focused on the enemies, the actual users that are in front of them, and they won't really focus on this wall that much. So that's a good way of thinking about it. But yeah, like I said before, my primary use is to block people off. That's my primary use for that Ironwood Wall. And then you have the Spore Bomb. Now the Spore Bomb shoots projectiles, has a radius as well, like a small radius where you can have splash damage, you know, like attack enemies around, AoE. So yeah, that's also good for combos. Like you can do like a 1, 2, something like that. I forgot to hit my second, but like 1, 2, and then the bomb, right? So, and then obviously if you have the Thornash walls in the back, you add extra damage. Yeah, so pretty much the main thing about Groot is you need to learn how to use his walls and what the walls are for. So this amplifies your damage. The Thornash wall, see how the vines are hitting. And then the Ironwood wall is pretty much a beefy wall. That's it. A small trick that I have is if you don't have your Ironwood wall out or it's like broken or something, you can just add 2 walls. And that's pretty much the same thickness, same width. Maybe not the same, it won't be the same health, but it adds as like a temporary wall. Yeah. And you can also, if you ever face a Wolverine which hard counters Groot, you can just pop your wall underneath it, and you can just elevate yourself. And this is good for any situation really. You can just shoot from a greater distance, a greater height, a greater elevation. And with skill, you can try to pop 2 walls, right? And obviously I didn't get it off. It's a bit tricky on a controller, but you can, you know, add extra elevation to your playing style, you know. So let me try again. Nah, I can't get it off. But like, that's a really cool thing. If you can get 2 off. Imagine you do like this. Like, look at that. Look how cool that is. Like, there's many ways you can use walls for like protection, for elevation, for damage. There's a lot of ways. Like, obviously you can angle these walls as well, so you can get to places. This is like, it's really cool. It's a really neat thing if you can master the walls. Yeah, expert. If you're an expert at building these walls, you pretty much are going to have great success with Groot. Like that, and then I just chase this player who's running away, you know? So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this pretty impromptu guide. Yeah, I'm hoping to make some more videos soon on games that I'm playing, you know, just do something with my time pretty much. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed, and if you guys have any recommendations for any other heroes that you want me to like do guides for or try out or something, or learn properly like I've learned Groot, then just let me know in the comments. And yeah, as always, have a good one, and I'll see you guys for another video.